back to throw. It's Poe. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gonzalez. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Big guy smells it, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Poe. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
To the air, it's Poe. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got a man. It's Marshall. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Handoff from the gun. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Miami.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Canes will hustle to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the Hurricanes have a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
What a disappointment. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
He's going to take off. Oh, and a move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Van Buren. Finds his target down the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Poe. Here comes the heat. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And throws out the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job.
It's a running room. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Rides it and reads it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 28 over the Groupers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finding open areas. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle, it's Reynolds. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now a throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
To work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air, it's Poe. He's got him in the flat. And the Hurricanes will have a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for his man. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you, because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Gets it to the back. He's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter.
Miami, 21, Penn State, 17.
So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try the outside to the left. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gainer.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Driving for the goal line, loose football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Right back to the well. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Poe. Unloads it left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
Coming out with it, it's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Poe. Going for the big play. Holds it in on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. He's loose. Kearney on the jet. Touchdown, Cage. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 21 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you need it. You really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. He tries to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. On the direct snap, it's Reynolds. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Poe. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it inside the 30. Eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get